And we're back. Now we're doing Aza's route. There's not very many playthroughs of this on YouTube, if any, which means either A, people are uncomfortable with how young she looks, well not looks, is, or B, it's just that bad. Now hopefully it's not that one. Let's go. Yeah, okay.
Asa. 人がなぜ空に憧れるか知ってるか?
That was so long ago. It happened when the windmills that now line this hill were just being built. I assume this is Aza's inner monologue, but I'm not changing my voice. I didn't know my grandfather had invited me that day, but it seemed that he was trying to cheer me up since I'd been feeling down. Unlike me, he didn't try to flatter or suck up to people. He was simply an open-minded person who knew how to care for other people's feelings.
それはね、人が飛べないからだよ。人は翼を持たない生き物だ。人はね、届かないものに憧れ、強く求める。
I thought he was done talking. Even though I was very young at the time, I still remember how strongly I sympathized with those words. Admiration, longing, those strong emotions are always with me.
だからこそ朝はね、きっとそういうものを求める人たちの気持ちが人一倍わかるだろう。朝のいいところはね、多分そういうところだ。朝はきっとそういう人間になれるから。
The sky, those distant heights, the place that I yearn for but can't reach, it's always nearby. Make me feel like perhaps I can reach it. Perhaps that's why I longed for it so much. But my arms could never reach. Despite difficulties such as losing our garage and the absence of our advisor, we managed to start up our soaring club activities again. To be honest, rather than soaring club just starting back up on its own, it was more a matter of Akali using the rights of the student government as an emergency measure.
Senpai, なんだか嬉しそうですね.
Yeah, things to be going well. For a while there I was really worried, but it looks like we can start aiming for the sky again, and that makes me happy.
私も空が目指せるんだって思うと、もうすでにドキドキしちゃってます。
Our members are growing. By the way, where's Yoru?
夜ちゃんなら今日は当番で教室の掃除があるみたいですよ。だから遅れるって言ってました。
I see, so she should be coming later.
多分。
We're going to Wendy's, aren't we? This is how every route starts going to the mall. Yoru still wasn't an actual club member, so it wouldn't be strange if she didn't show up at all.
でも、夜ちゃんソアリング部に関しては少し馴染んでる気がします。
Really? I always thought she didn't like us.
はい。私がいるからって夜ちゃんは言ってますけど、珍しいですよ。あんなに夜ちゃんが人と関わり持つの。
Does she really interact? Every time I see her talking, she's just like complaining about something. Does that count as interacting? She's got a pretty stern way of talking to us, yeah, see?
あれは元からなんです。家族相手以外だと厳しくて。
I thought that she didn't want to have anything to do with us common people. Felt like she was discriminating against us, or at least looking down on us.
根はいい子なんですよ、夜ちゃん。でも、あんな感じで周囲を拒んじゃうので、私は少しだけ心配になります。
Really, you seem like a big sister when you say that.
それ、まるで私が普段お姉ちゃんに見えないって言ってるみたいです。
Sorry, you're twins after all, so age difference doesn't really matter.
フォローになってません。
Aza put on an upset face, pretending to cry. She was fun to talk to, reacting honestly to what I said. Recently, I'd been going to the club together with Aza and Yoru a lot. I thought it would make it easier for Aza to come along since she was still holding back a bit in front of me and the other older students. At the dorm, Kaneko was close to the twins and helped look after them, but she wasn't in the club. So I was filling in for her.
葵先輩すぐからかってくるから嫌いです。
In that case, I don't like you either.
だ からって嫌わないでください。
You're so funny, Asa. But even more than that, I just enjoy talking to him. And I may have been getting a little carried away with the idea that I now had junior members in my club.
葵先輩、私気づいてしまったんですが、
What?
今二人きりですね。
Sorry, is that a problem? It's normal for me to hang out with a gay and Kotori, but if someone saw me walking alone with Asa and started some weird rumors...
全然迷惑なんかじゃないです。むしろ先輩の方がご迷惑じゃないですか？
No, I don't mind at all. I was just worried that someone might get upset or jealous. I hadn't been paying enough attention to my own actions recently.
好きですから、先輩の気を使ってくれるところ、だから嬉しいです。それと私は全然気にしてませんから、大丈夫です。二人きりでも大丈夫です。
I'm glad to hear that. I don't really like to worry too much about what other people think about me, so I was glad Asa felt that way too.
私憧れるんです。そういうのに。自然に人に優しく振る舞えるというか、気遣いをできるというか。
I think you're kinder than I am, Asa.
でも私は所詮私ですから、先輩のがいいんです。
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
はい。
I didn't really understand her, but apparently she was complimenting me, which was nice. Good. I didn't understand her either. It certainly didn't feel bad to be complimented by a cute girl like Asa, so I decided not to push the subject.
私のおじいちゃんも先輩のように優しくて広い人です。
Huh?
自然に気遣いができて、懐が広くて、そういうすごい人です。ごめんなさい。先輩と話してたらおじいちゃんのことをちょっと思い出しちゃったので。
I see. I was surprised to hear her suddenly talking about the chairman of the board, and now I understand. It was interesting to think that I was similar to the school's chairman. I was glad to be complimented, but I felt a bit strange to be compared to someone so old.
だからこんなものも作れちゃうんですよ。
As she spoke, Asa looked at the windmills lining the hill. At some point, this group of windmills had become the symbol of this town. Just the other day, I'd learned that they were built by Asa's grandfather.
私この風車たちが大好きなんです。
I like them too. The scenery is much nicer now that they're here. They give the place some atmosphere.
そういえば先輩って一度この町から出てて去年戻ってきたんでしたっけ？
Yep, that's right. So I was surprised to see these when I came back. I immediately thought they were Kazagawa's new distinctive feature.
私もこれが出来上がった時、あまりの美しさと壮観にびっくりしちゃいました。そして私は思ったんです。やっぱりおじいちゃんってすごいんだなって。
It's nice to have someone so amazing in your family.
ヨルちゃんやおじいちゃんのようなすごい人間を身内に持ってて、本当に私は誇らしいです。
Yeah, you really are a good girl.
なんでですか？
I think it's pretty difficult to compliment my own relatives so freely.
なるほど。確かにみんな褒めませんよね、あまり。
Most people our age who are too embarrassed or rebellious to say such nice things about their families. So I just thought, wow, that's really good of you.
あまりいい子ってわけでもないんですけどね、本当に。
For some reason, Asa's expression had grown dark. At first, I thought she was just being humble, but it looked like that wasn't the case.
風車って風がなければダメですよね。
Well, they are windmills after all. Windmills were built to produce energy when their blades were pushed and turned by the wind. so of course they were useless without wind. They were a lot like the glider our club was building, which couldn't fly without wind.
以前夜ちゃんも言ってましたけど、風力発電って少し面倒な代物なんです。環境に左右されやすく、またむき出しですから維持にコストもかかる。風を受けて回ってるだけのものだからすごく簡単でお手軽に見えるけど、実はちょっと不完全。考え方によっては自分たちが役に立つ環境を見つけることの方が難しかったりもするらしいです。全部受け売りですけどね。
She must have heard that from her grandfather.
でもだけどだからこそそういう役立つ環境を見つけて自分の立ち位置を成立させて、そんなこの子たちがなんだかすごくかっこよくて羨ましくも思えちゃうんです。
Jealous of
だ
windmills.
から私はこの風車たちが大好きなんです。それってすっごく頑張り屋さんってことじゃないですか。
Well, okay. You have an interesting way of thinking, Asa.
そうですか?
It was hard to put my finger on just what it was, but she was definitely kind. And emotional about everything.
多分逆ですよ。面白くないからそう考えるんです。
And poetic. Asa's expression looked so dark and lonely that I couldn't restrain myself. But Pat? Okay,
何するんですか? なんで頭撫でるんですか?
No, it's just, you're so cute. For some reason, I just want to pat her on the head.
なんでどうしてですか?
No reason, I just thought this might make you feel better.
出ないですよ.
I kept patting her head as we approached the dock, even though she just said that it's not going to make her feel better.
やっぱりいいわね、このドッグ.
Doku. When we reached the dock, we were greeted by Kotori, who was cooing in admiration at something.
アゲハはおらぬか? はいはい、何よ小鳥. お主、昔はロボット部じゃったな。わざわざ聞かなくても知ってるでしょ。って何よその喋り方。作りましょうよロボット、マジで。は?
Kotori wasn't making any sense. Maybe the heat was getting to her brain.
せっかくこれほどの設備をロボットくらい作ってなんぼでしょ。風車型ネオオランダみたいなやつ。
Neo Holland? Is that a reference to something?
ネオオランダ?
Thank you.
なんだかよくわからないけど、私は作らないから小鳥頑張ってね。アゲハノリが悪いわね。
Is she not going to explain what that name is supposed to mean? I mean, it sounds cool, but I feel like it's referencing something.
相変わらずバカっぽい人たち。
Yoru was the next to arrive after us. Oh, Yoru, that was quick. Didn't you have cleaning duty?
終わらせてから急いで来たんです。葵先輩が姉さん連れて2人で歩いているのを見かけたから。
Is there something wrong with us walking together?
ダメです。先輩が姉さんに移ります。
With what? Why'd you think I was some sort of virus?
それに朝ちゃんが食べられちゃうって夜ちゃんが心配してね。
Huh? You too, Kanako?
どうしたの？カナがなんでここに？校門出たら偶然夜ちゃんと会ってね。スワリング部の新しい活動拠点見てみたかったしついてきたの。
I see. But to think I'd take advantage of Asa, just how untrustworthy did Yoru think I was?
しかしいいわねここ。なんだか秘密基地って感じがする。
Well, I mean, that's exactly what it is.
でしょでしょ。盛り上がるわよね。モチベーションが上がってくるというか。ほんとバカっぽい人たち。
Yoru spat the words out sharply.
私もスワリング部に入っちゃおうかな。
Please don't. You already turned down once, weren't you?
あの時は部員の頭合わせだったからでしょ。 その問題をクリアした今なら大丈夫じゃない？
Well, that might actually be true.
ああ、でも毎日来るわけでもなさそうだし、どうしよっか。今みたいに気が向いたら来ればそれでいいんじゃないの？所属してもしなくてもそんなに変わんないでしょ。
Yeah, look at Yohu. She just sits in the corner and looks angry the whole time.
うん、そっか。
Wouldn't make much difference to her behavior whether she was officially accepted or not. Besides, Kanako is so fickle that there's no way she'd actually show up every day.
しかしよかったわね、葵くん。学校から離れた人目のつきにくいこんな施設で女の子三昧。警察が来た時の受け答えはリハっとくから。
Rehearsing what?
犯罪の匂いがしたから。
Stop saying stuff like that. I wasn't that type of person.
しかし先輩方、試験前なのに勉強はいいんですか？ずいぶんと余裕そうにくだらない話してますけど。まあそんなに焦ることはないわよ。普段からちゃんと勉強してるし。あれ？幅根先輩って意外と優秀だったりするんですか？ふふん、こう見えても成績は学年トップクラスよ。
Top class.
え？
You look genuinely surprised.
失礼ね。私こう見えても成績いいのよ。
Even Ozza was surprised. And I suppose that was understandable. When I first saw her, she seemed a real beauty, but now she just looked like an idiot.
じゃあ私わからないところがあったら小鳥先輩に聞いてもいいんですか？うん、任せていいわよ。何せ先輩だし。
Kotori puffed out her chest cockily. She's probably just thrilled to have someone younger looking up to her.
じゃあわかんないところあったら小鳥先輩を頼っちゃおうかな。え？姉さん、私が教えるわよ。いつも夜ちゃんに頼ってばかりで悪いから、せっかく寮も一緒になったんだしって思うんだけど。それに学校の先輩に勉強を教えてもらうということ自体に少し憧れがあったというか。
Wait, what is that A for? And everything A and I've what? Okay, I feel like that A is not supposed to be there, otherwise I'm missing something completely.
勉強くらい私が教えられるのに。
Yoru started pouting. Guess Yoru usually tutored Asa. Yoru was definitely smart.
じゃあさ、いっそのことをみんなで勉強するってのはどう？え？だってさ、せっかく一つ屋根の下に住んでるんだし、試験前だし。そりゃ部活も大切だけど、学生なんだからテストも大切っしょ。学生の本分はそう、勉強。
Kanako spoke up. That might be a good idea. The club's been taking up too much time, that I've been neglecting my studies a bit.
でもなるべく早く進めちゃわないとモーニンググローリーが。
We'll be fine if we keep up this pace. This equipment has really cut down on construction time, and we won't be working here at night anyway, right? There was a lot more equipment here than in the school's garage, and Anchan had been so prompt getting supplies that our work was going faster than expected. It should be no problem to go home a bit early to study.
そうね。これが理由で部員が赤点でも出したら部活停止とか飛び岡に言われかねないし。
Oh, that's what that A meant. Yeah, that's when they're stuttering. Okay, I thought maybe there's some sort of secret code going on. Exactly.
ああ、だったら私もせっかくだからお邪魔しようかな。なんかさ、そういうのに一人だけのけ者って寂しいしいいかな。アゲハちゃんだったら大歓迎。
Looked like Agea would be joining us.
じゃあ本日はみんなで勉強ですね。わからないことあったらいくらでも教えてあげるわよ。夜もね。私は別に学校の授業くらい楽勝ですから。じゃあ小鳥ちゃん、 何を。私に勉強を教えて。さすがに上級生は無理よ。夜ちゃんは無理です。そんな。
Stop asking people younger than you to teach you. That night, we decided to hold a study session in the dining room of Flying Fish Manor.
この問題ならここをこうすればほら。あ、さすが望月先輩、すごい。
And for some reason, Amane even joined us.
よかったですね、かなこさん。勉強を教えてくれる人が来てくれて。
Well, it really was a coincidence. Just as we'd finished up at our club and started to leave, we ran into Amane, who'd come to check up on us. She'd been in the neighborhood for her work, and even though she knew it was a bit late, apparently she'd want to stop by for a bit. Amane came to visit Soaring. Is that what we're calling it now? Amane came to visit Soaring when we could get time between when she could get time between shifts, but she couldn't come every day. Man, that was a terrible sentence for me to read. But since she'd agreed to come, she felt responsible and came as much as she felt she could.
アゲハ、何そのプリント。ひひひ。実はね、去年のテストの過去問を手に入れたの。先生は違うけど参考になるかなーって。ああ、ずるい。私にも貸してよ。学食1回で手を打とう。汚い。アゲハ、汚い。ふはは、見せてほしいのであれば誠意を見せなさい、小鳥。勉強してる時くらい少しは静かにできないのかしら。あ、本当に望月先輩がいる。望月先輩に勉強を教えてもらえるって聞いてきたんですけど。私たちも混ぜてもらってもいいかしら。
some reason, even the other dorm residents came down to study. Amane's really popular.
でもあまねさんって優しいんですね。わざわざ寮に来て勉強を教えてくれるなんて。
I don't think that's it. I won't deny that she's kind, but I don't think that's the reason she came to the dorm. In her case,
ところで葵くん、
where's the food? Yep.
その
Yep.
カレーは。
I thought she was gonna say more. Wait just a little longer. It's cooking right now.
なるほど。
It wasn't so Amane had demanded the curry. How do you pronounce that? Curry? Curry? I don't know. Or anything. When we'd been talking about dinner, we heard her stomach rumble, and after asking if she'd been eating enough lately, we brought her along.
人間の体とはなんでこんなに不便なのだろう。ご飯を食べないと動けないなんて。
Well, it's not like any other body would be more effective. Even a machine one would need to have some gas or some other type of
だ
fuel.
ったらいっそ、そういう体を。
If she were able to create a body that didn't need food, she'd definitely appear in textbooks. At any rate, it was going to be a little while before dinner was ready, so everyone started studying right away.
そういえばカレーって懐かしいですね。葵先輩と出会った時のことを思い出します。
Yeah, back when I couldn't tell you and Ilu apart, I remember Aza bought some really expensive meat for the curry.
言わないでください、あの時のことは。
But it was seafood. Have you gotten better at shopping?
まだあまり自信が。
Apparently she still hadn't learned the basics of shopping.
今度正しい買い物のやり方を教えてください。
What exactly are the basics of shopping? I don't think it's something that's really taught, but sure, I'll help. You should be able to pick things like that up little by little just by living here, like with the cooking recently. After eating our curry, we returned to our studies. Maybe we were all sleepy after the meal because I noticed less chatting and more yawning, but we all managed to stay awake and study hard. The only one who kept studying silently without a single yawn was Yoru. You really are amazing, Yoru.
何ですか?
She sounded annoyed and looked at me suspiciously. I guess she didn't appreciate me interrupting your studying. Oh, I just meant your book. The reference book Yoru was using wasn't a first-year book. It was more like a review book for people who were hoping to pass higher-level entrance exams or to get a job with a review section of their first-year studies. Usually a first-year student wouldn't understand it.
このくらいであればすでに独学済みです。授業は復習のつもりで聞いていますし。
Wow. Yoru seemed to be even smarter than I thought. Along with Kotori and Amane, I was surrounded by a lot of excellent students. Made me feel a bit sad about myself.
ヨルちゃんって昔から一度本を読むとそれだけで内容を暗記しちゃうんですよ。記憶力がすごいというか。大したことないわよ。
Oh, it certainly is. Didn't you you do really well in the midterms too?
全教科学年1位でしたよ。
That's seriously fantastic. Couldn't help but be amazed. You really are incredible, Yoru.
だから大したことないです。うちの自慢の妹です。それなら私に勉強教えられたんじゃ。
I wondered if Yoru was actually a genius, though. Memorizing entire books after reading them once and getting top marks in every subject. She must have been born different from the rest of us. She reminded me of...
ふと疑問に思ったんだけど、風と妹と天音ちゃんってどっちが頭いいのかしら。え?
Amane looked startled at this sudden question and glanced at me. That's right, Yoru reminded me of Amane.
何ですかその風と妹って。風との妹の方だから風と妹よ。朝の双子の妹でしょ。どうして姉さんは名前で呼ぶのに私は風と妹なんですか。さっき私のことうるさいってバカにしてたでしょ。聞こえてたからね。
Everyone calls you that.
何ですかその子供みたいな理由。そもそもうるさい人にうるさいと言って何が悪いんですか。はあ、年上は敬いなさいよ。年上でもそうしたいと思えない人は敬う必要ないと思っています。年上だから無条件に尊敬するなんて前時代の年寄りがすることです。
Well said. I like that.
誰が年寄りよ。大して変わらないでしょ。実年齢ではなく心の問題です。それに大して変わらないなら大して敬わなくてもいいんじゃないですか。ああ言えばこう言うわね。
Why was Kotori even bothering to argue? But I did wonder the same thing as Kotori. Which one of them was more of a genius?
でも天音先輩とヨロちゃんか。同じ天才系だとしても結構タイプが違うよね。さすがに天音さんもヨロちゃんには勝てないんじゃないでしょうか。
Apparently Agaya and Aza were wondering too.
そうだ。私面白いこと思いついたんだけど、二人で天才対決してみるってのはどうかな。
At that point, Kaneko stood up and announced her strange idea.
天才対決？そう、天才対決。ヨルちゃん、望月先輩が対決してどっちが天才かを決めるの。どう対決するの？そうだ、私の部屋に昔買った教育テレビ番組の問題集がある。あれ使おう。平成教育問題集って普段解けないような難問ばかり集めたやつ。でも対決してどうするんですか？みんなが気になってたから決める。それだけでいいんじゃない？でもそれだけだといまいち盛り上がらないか。何か罰ゲーム。じゃあ負けた方は勉強後に食べる予定だったプリンは抜きということで。そんな、それ私もお金出したのに。勝った方が2つ。
うんというか、何勝手に決めてるんですか？私はそんな勝負やる気ないですけど。
あら、逃げるの？
逃げるも何も戦う必要がないと言っているんです。
まあ確かに風と妹なんかが天音ちゃんに勝てるわけはないわよね。
挑発してるつもりですか？残念ながら私はそんな安い挑発に乗りませんよ。
何よ、さっきはあんなにムキになってたくせに。
ムキになってたのは鳥先輩だけでしょ。
鳥先輩！
思考が鳥っぽいじゃないですか。
What is that sound effect? That sounded weird. What's the point of her getting provoked?
ダメだよ、ヨルちゃん。仲良くしないと。
そうは言うけど姉さん、先に挑発してきたのはあっちよ。
そこはヨルちゃんが大人になってあげないと。
Now even Ozza was treating Kotori like a child.
それに私もヨルちゃんの勝つところ見てみたいな。見てみたいな。
本気で言ってるの姉さん？
私のヨルちゃんが負けるはずないし、それを小鳥先輩に見せてあげたいの。
She probably was serious. Ozza really loved Yoru and wouldn't like seeing her made fun of.
めんどくさいな。超どうでもいいんだけど。
ヨルちゃんのかっこいいところ私見てみたい。
もう分かったわよ。試験前に一体何なのよ。ちょっとだけだからね。
Yoru really couldn't resist Ozza, it seemed.
盛り上がってきましたね。年齢差もあるし、望月先輩に1票かな。
どっちも頑張って。
ねえねえ、葵、盛り上がってきたね。
We're supposed to be studying. Yeah, although it's pretty pointless.
風と妹、天音ちゃんの力の前にひれ伏すがいいわ。
This isn't even about you, Kotori. Despite the tests coming up, everyone was really worked up about this contest instead.
よーし、持ってきたわよ、問題集。30問くらいやるから点数が高い方が勝ちってことで。基本は早解きだけど、両方答えた場合は両方に点数。
Is it gonna be like...
お二人さんとも準備はいい？
Alright, are you two ready? It's like Jeopardy.
ここで。
The audience was way more interested in this contest than the actual contestants.
では第1問。教室に40人の生徒がいるとします。同じ誕生日の人が1組でもいる確率は何%でしょうか？90% ね。2人とも正解ね。すごい。
What?
おお。
How... Is that a... Why is it that big of a chance? There's 40 students in a class, and 40's not even that many students. How can it be that high? The audience reacted excitedly. How do you even figure that out?
私もさっぱり。
まず同じ誕生日の人がいない確率を求めて、それを 100% から引けばいいんじゃないかしら？
What? Of course Kotori knew how to get the answer. But even knowing how, a normal person wouldn't be able to do the calculation so quickly.
じゃあ第2問いくわね。体中の血管を全部つないでその長さを測ったらどのくらいになるでしょうか？地球2周分だね。
Huh.
すごい。
If these two were ever on a quiz show, they could do pretty well for themselves. Yeah, they should go on Jeopardy. Yoru was still a student too. Was Ultra Quiz still in the air?
還暦と喜寿合わせると何歳？
I don't know what that means.
137歳。
Okay.
頭の回転が速いわね。
即座になんて出ないですよ。現在の富士山は何代目でしょう？
What does that even mean?
3代目ね。お、ヨルちゃんが一緒。
I don't even get what that means.
先輩ひょっとして社会弱いですか？どうでもよかったはずだが、こうなるとなんか悔しいな。
あまねちゃん、社会とか弱そうだもんね。
Yeah, but
ミケランジェロの最後の審判に描かれている人間の数は400だ。望月先輩が一緒。よし、
both of them knew a lot of trivia.
次行くわよ。チンは国家なりの言葉で知られる有名なフランス王はルイ14世。11111×11111を求めよ。1億2345万4321。じゃあ
Ah, we're not going to see the rest of it? That was actually kind of entertaining.
今日はありがとね。楽しかったよ。お邪魔しました。
I'm just going to assume they tied. Yeah, be careful on your way home.
あれだな。たまにはこういうのもいいものだな。みんなと騒ぐとやっぱり楽しい。そして葵くんの作るご飯はやはり美味しい。
Thanks very much. It's fun for me to cook for you too, since you appreciate it so much.
ならばまた今日のようにお腹を空かせてくるとするか。
Just please make sure you eat every day.
じゃあね、葵。バイビー。
I saw the two of them off and then returned to the living room.
なんだか嵐が去った感じですね。
Yeah.
本当に騒がしかった。
でも楽しかったよ。ちゃんと勉強もできたし。
そう？みんなで集まってお勉強だなんて無駄の方が多いと思うけど、一人でやった方が時間は効率的に使えるし集中できるのに。現に無駄な勝負で時間使っちゃったわけだし、姉さんに教えるのだって私一人の方が。
Yoga kept grumbling.
でもヨルちゃんだって楽しそうだったじゃない。
そんなことないわよ。
あまねさんと勝負してる時なんだか楽しそうに見えたけどな。
そんなこと
嫌いじゃなかったくせに。
もう姉さん嫌い。負けたんだから楽しいわけないでしょ。
Oh, she
ヨル
lost.
ちゃん勝負なんてどうでもよかったんじゃなかったっけ。
In the end, Amane was the winner of the genius contest. The age gap may have made a difference too. Yoga was amazing, but Amane was even more so. Everyone else had already left. What was the score? Kotori had raised a glass of cola in honor of Amane's victory and then headed back to her room, and Kaneko had gone off to take a bath.
姉さんなんて嫌い。いや、今日から嫌う。
嫌いにならないでよヨルちゃん。さっきプリン半分譲ってあげたじゃない。
それはそれ、これはこれ。いや、決めた。嫌いになる。
そこをなんとか嫌いにならないでくださいヨルちゃん。
だったらプリンもう一個。半分じゃ足りない。
明日でもいい？
甘いものだったらいつでも OK よ。
じゃあそれで明日でいいかな。
Yoga nodded. It looked like things had settled down.
よかったじゃあ私洗い物してくるね。
頑張ってね、姉さん。
We'd left the dishes until after the study party, and now Aza went to clean them up. It was her turn to clean up today, but she'd waited until everyone went home.
姉さんって面白いですよね。
Uh-huh.
そして優しいと思います。さっきのあれだって、未だに馴染もうとしない私に気を使って誘ってきたんですよ。多分。
Yeah, Aza may have been thinking that. She was good at reading the atmosphere and looking out for people's feelings.
でも、スワリング部に入るとか、この寮に入るとか、そういう話は私のことお構いなしでした。
Why are they just calling it soaring now? Like, I swear it's like a different person translates each of these chapters and like doesn't talk to the other guys doing the other chapters. Sometimes she's pretty straightforward.
それだけ家を出たかったし、空が好きなんでしょうね、きっと。姉さんは昔から空に憧れてますから。
She admires the sky. Ozza had thought about the windmills in a rather different way. I wondered exactly how Ozza felt about the sky.
しかし、なんで私さっきちょっと本気になってしまったんでしょうね。
Pudding was on the line. Oh, wasn't it fun?
別に楽しくないですよ。悔しいですけど。
That's how I think. Yelu heaved another big sigh.
他人と遊んだり、無意味に構ったり、話を合わせたり、そういうのってとても時間の無駄だと思ってますから。
You're doing that right now?
人生という限られたリソースを私は無駄にしたくないんです。
Yelu didn't like interacting with other people and tried to avoid it. She really was the exact opposite of Ozza, who seemed to enjoy everything so much. But why was it that Yo's contrary attitude didn't grate on my nerves? More often than not, she just looked lonely to me.
でもまあ、こういうのもたまには悪くないのかもしれませんね。
And she chuckled. Just a hint of self-deprecation in her expression. Okay, I don't think that's supposed to be commas there. Yolu smiled. For some reason, that smile looked lofty and beautiful. You're a lot cuter when you smile, Yolu. No, she was cute. I don't see you smile much, but you're so much cuter when you do.
何を言ってるんですか。からかうのはやめてください。
Yeah, stop teasing her. This isn't her route. I wasn't teasing.
もういいです。部屋に戻ります。
Yolu's smile vanished and was replaced with an even fiercer scowl than usual, and she angrily left the room. Even though she's so cute when she smiles.
やっほー、葵くん。
My thoughts were interrupted by Kaneko. I told you put some clothes
ご
on.
めんごめん。お風呂上がりだし仕方ないよ。
Yes, it can. I finally gotten used to the sight, so I didn't have to turn my face away anymore, but...
葵くんはもう少し年頃の女性の下着が見られることに喜びを感じるべきだと思うんだけどな。
underwear is exciting to guys because we don't usually get to see it when I see it every single day.
私にはもう飽きちゃったか。
Yes. Stop saying things that can be misunderstood.
でもまあ、今日の勉強会の例だから。ほれほれ、きちんと見てあげて。うりうり。
I said stop it, I'm a guy, you know. What if I tried to take advantage of you?
葵くんだったら。
Please. Kaneko was really kind of a pain.
今日はありがとうね。
For what?
楽しかった。望月先輩に勉強教えてもらえたし、夜ちゃんも珍しく遊びに巻き込むことができたし。
She gave me a very satisfied smile as she spoke. You're really kind to those two.
そりゃあ可愛い後輩ですから。
Well, in that case, aren't I your cute little junior too?
あら？可愛がってるつもりだったけど伝わってなかったのね。現に下着だって見せてあげてるじゃない。
But I've told you that's a problem.
まあ、あの二人は私にとってのリベンジもあるのかもね。
A second chance?
私ね、小鳥ちゃんとうまく付き合えてなかったでしょ。ほら、葵くんが来たばかりの時の話ね。
Yeah, I remember.
だから今度こそはって思ってね。
I see, so this was her second chance.
あの子たちはお金持ちのお嬢様みたいだけど、だからって特別に扱われることを嫌っているのかもしれない。よくわからない苦労もあるのかもしれない。だからね、普通に接してそれでお姉ちゃんぶって見せてあげんのどうかな。
I think that's really great of you. I really did.
いいとこのお嬢様なのに家を飛び出してこんな寮に来てるんだものね。何か悩みとかもあるのかもしれないし、力になれるといいなって。
I see, so that's why. She did seem to have a point. Even though they were the daughters of a prestigious household, they chose to move to this dorm. They might really have some serious worries that made them want to leave home. It might just be youthful rebellion, but... I see. At any rate, if I ever see them in trouble, I definitely want to help them.
もしかしてあの二人に惚れた？
No, that's not it.
怪しいな。葵くん、もしかして極度の年下好きというか、ちょっとしたロリコン？
What makes you think that?
だったら私を見て興奮しない理由も判明したなーって思って。
That's not it. I just don't get excited looking at you, that's all.
すっごく傷つくこと言われた。
Well, I had to think about that for a while. Alright, well, that looks like a pretty good spot to end it, so... thank you for watching, and goodbye.